There are around 30 million motorists in the UK, most of whom have little understanding of the effects that alcohol can have on their driving. Research has clearly shown that even a small amount of alcohol has a detrimental effect on your ability to drive safely. This short CD and the information contained on the sleeve have been designed to clarify some of the popular myths and common misconceptions. Units are the measurement of how much alcohol you've consumed. There is, however, a huge amount of confusion regarding units, not only in terms of how to calculate the total amount consumed, but also about the consequential level of impairment to an individual. Over the years, the strength of alcoholic drinks has increased, meaning that the drink-drive limit can be easily exceeded with lower levels of consumption. This simple formula is the most accurate way to calculate the total number of units in any drink. You'll find all the information you need on the bottle label, side of the can, or on the beer tap at the bar. When you finish watching this CD, reinsert the disc into its sleeve and take some time to work out the units for your chosen drink and a selection of others. But what does this calculation of units mean in terms of your ability to drive? Firstly, any amount of alcohol will impair you. You don't have to be over the drink-drive limit to be classed as unfit to drive, and therefore a danger to yourself and other road users. It's also a possibility that depending on the amount consumed, you may still be impaired the following day. The point at which an individual reaches the drink-drive limit cannot be predetermined. However, it can be influenced by many factors, such as gender, body weight, and the presence of drugs, legal or illegal, to name but a few. As a guide, it takes 1 hour for your body to process and eliminate 1 unit of alcohol. For example, if you consume 15 units of alcohol at any one time, it will take at least 15 hours before you're alcohol-free, and therefore safe to drive. And remember, that's 15 units, not 15 drinks. This could be a useful indicator as to your fitness to drive the following day. If you started drinking at 9 p.m, you won't be alcohol-free until 12 noon. Nothing can speed up the elimination of alcohol from your system. Time is the only factor. The chances of being stopped and breath tested in this country are greater than most drivers might imagine. On average, 100,000 motorists are convicted each year of drink-drive related offences. To illustrate how easy it is to be stopped, the police have the power to stop any vehicle being used at any time to check documentation and roadworthiness. If the officer smells or detects alcohol, or any offences have been committed, then a breath sample can be required. This power also extends to any motorist involved in a collision, whether they are deemed to be at fault or not. The impact of being arrested can be very traumatic. Whilst at the police station, a formal procedure will be carried out. This will include additional breath and/or blood tests. Depending on the results of these tests, the police will take your DNA, fingerprints, and photograph. The police also have the power to detain you at their discretion, depending upon the reading obtained and the circumstances surrounding the offence. Once charged, you will appear in court within a short period of time. The minimum penalty is 12 months driving disqualification, a fine, and possibly up to 6 months imprisonment. Following conviction, there are many other far-reaching implications, not only for the driver, but also for their extended family. Potential loss of employment, loss of independence, and effects on domestic relationships are very real factors. The overriding message from this CD is that when driving, the only safe limit of alcohol consumption is none at all. From our scientific tests and other supporting evidence, it's clear that even after consuming 1 pint of premium strength lager, equivalent to 3 units, or a 175 milliliter glass of wine, equivalent to 2 units, driving ability is significantly impaired. It obviously follows that the more alcohol consumed, the greater the level of impairment. These alarming effects on the male driver represent the average conviction level of between 10 and 12 units of alcohol. Driving ability is clearly severely impaired, even though the driver is familiar with the course, having driven it several times previously. Should an unfamiliar situation present itself, how do you think the driver would react? Remember, 1 in 6 road deaths in the UK are caused by drivers whose ability to drive was impaired through alcohol. Thank you for taking the time to watch this CD. We now hope that you have a greater understanding of the effects of alcohol and the overall risks involved.
I am so